Chronicles of a Fight. I'm pumped for this series. The winter arc, if you guys want to like screenshot it, another huge part of me staying locked in. All right guys, we're on our way to the gym. We got our pre-workout. Vision literally doesn't want me to hold the camera.
It's game time and I'm up one. Name something I ain't done. Name a body that's my type. Air Jordan, I'll take flight. I'm next level, I'm franchise.
To our winner, Julia Rene.
Buddy. Oh gosh, I knew you were going to do that. That's why I started the video. I just waited for you to jump on me. Good morning guys, welcome back to, it's technically the third episode of the Chronicles of a Fight. It should have been called Chronicles of Someone Who Doesn't Know How to Fight Whatsoever Yet, but will be soon. But that title's just a little bit wordy. Okay, so I'm pumped for this series. It's just taking a little bit longer than I thought to really iron out when I'm supposed to be training, because I need to make sure that I have Ian there for my first training session so that you guys can see it. I need to make sure that the trainer is there for me during that time. And then lastly, the owner of the gym, I'm trying to, he needs to be there too to make sure that he can like get me in. So today I was supposed to be doing my first training session, but we're still working out the times in which I can go, because I want to create like one time that I go every single week, and just like, because I work on it's a very tight schedule I'm trying to fit this in with, but yeah. So today I really wanted to focus on like the updates that I have for my training program too, with like bodybuilding and stuff, and then like fitting that in to eventually fighting and doing that. I'm so scared, but I'm like so pumped. So yeah. So most of you have heard this idea of like the winter arc and like using the last months of the year to really just like lock in, get disciplined and focused. And I love this idea, and I know it's the beginning of the year, but I feel like during the holidays and then going into the new year, like the January and February timeframe, people are still like recovering from the holidays and haven't quite locked in yet. Like a lot of people give up their New Year's resolutions like by mid-February, and then there's also people that don't even like remember or start their New Year's resolutions until February. So if that's you, this is gonna be a perfect video for you. So I wanna give you like my non-negotiables and the things that I'm doing in my like winter arc, because I'm still in it. Like for me, it's cold outside, it's dark, and like I want to give you I'm gonna pop them up on screen, like things that I live by every single day to where they're non-negotiables for me. Okay, so I'm gonna pop them up on screen, and if you guys wanna like screenshot it and follow it along with me for these, you know, next couple of months, things that I wrote down that I'm like, okay, what are the non-negotiables that I have that help me stay locked in no matter what season it is and how I'm feeling? And that is, number one, having some form of daily movement. Number two is hitting my 10K steps a day, even like on my rest days. Number three is journaling. And we'll go into that a little bit more. Number 4 is eating high protein meals that are a little bit more focused on whole foods. Number 5 is do not use your phone within the first hour of waking up. This is a big one, and I'll explain a little bit more later. Number 6 is drink a gallon of water a day, non-negotiable. Number 7 is don't snooze your alarm. So when I compiled all of the things that I do that have helped me stay locked in and disciplined, these were the ones that I'm like, I know that if I did this, I would be very successful. So I know there's a lot of people that get like really overwhelmed with journaling, and that's why I created the Know Your Power daily journal. So it has a daily section and it has an evening section. So if you're someone that's like stressed about, like, I don't know how to journal, and it's like confusing, this is exactly why I created it. So there's a plan your day section that you fill out at the very beginning of your day. And it's like your top 3 priorities for the day to be in your power, setting intentions, gratitude, how you're going to move your body, and then like a little free write section. And then on the other side, there's like basically how your day went. You know, what was the magical moments that you had? How can you, like, are you on track and off track with your body, your mind, and the vision for your life? Like, and then rating your day, and then like getting excited about tomorrow. And then there's also like weekly sections after every week for you to just get yourself set up for the next week. Another huge part of me staying locked in, focused, and just overall happy is not checking my phone the first hour that I wake up. And I know there's so many people where you just roll over and that's like the first thing that you do. You know, and it's just become probably a habit. But what I have noticed, and I've been doing this for years now, where like I'll come up here and I put on my like meditative music and I do my journaling and I put my phone to the side. I don't check emails, I don't check text messages, I don't go on social media, because I started realizing that, one, it caused me to move out of my state of like dreaming and envisioning my life and into like panic and anxiety right when I would wake up, because I would feel the need to like start doing work immediately before setting my mind right, before figuring out how I wanted to go about the day. And then the other thing that I realized is that I was spending more time in the morning looking at what everybody else was doing, everybody else's goals, and what they were achieving and stuff, which is awesome for them. And I'm happy for them, but it was taking time away from me going after my goals. So I was watching everybody else go after their goals, and I wasn't going after my goals. So I know it might be hard, but I encourage you, first hour that you wake up, either meditate for 5 minutes, journal for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be long. So like wake up, do a little bit of skincare, you know, something for yourself, and don't look at your phone for the first hour you wake up. Okay guys, you guys know that I am a very routine person, and so are my dogs and cats. You guys gotta see. Loki has been doing this every morning when I do my morning like makeup routine, and it is so cute. So in my closet, I have, this is my gym clothes side, and this is where my gym bags go. And Loki, he lays in my gym bag every morning and takes a nap. Hi buddy. You taking your nap? Every single day he does it. Here's the thing. I knew my cat was a gym. My cat's a gym bro, guys. He is a gym bro. I knew it. But another one of the things that I have made like a non-negotiable in the morning is to not snooze my alarm, because whenever I set the intention to wake up at a certain time at night and I set my alarm and I snooze, like I never feel good, you know? And then I'm running around and I'm trying to, you know, do things, and you just run out of time. And also it's like you made a promise to yourself that night, and then you wake up and you're just like, nah. So I make it a point to, okay, set the alarm at a realistic time frame. Now, like there's some days where I'm waking up at 4:30, and there's some days where I'm like, okay, I need to wake up. I know that I need a little bit more sleep, so I'm gonna wake up at 5:30 instead. Or, okay, it's my rest day and I don't have to go and do cardio. I'm gonna wake up like a little bit later because I don't have to do cardio and then come to work. But regardless of what time I'm waking up, not hitting your snooze button is huge. And you start to like negotiate with yourself. Like it's cold and you wanna stay in your little like warm like blanket. And it's so easy to just be like, well, I can't do it because of this, and this, and you negotiate with yourself laying there and you snooze and then you run out of time and then later you're like, I could have just gotten up. The act of doing it always seems harder than once you actually do it. And this morning I was really battling with that. Like my alarm went off and I was like, oh, no. And I like rolled over and I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. And then I was like, no, you will not. I was like, get up, beat your brain, and just get your cardio clothes on. Guys, I'm on my third, liter? Cup of water. That's the way that I usually measure it. So another one of my non-negotiables for my winter arc is making sure that I'm getting at least a gallon of water a day. And this is something that I do with my clients. So I make sure that I at least have 4 of these, and I have at least one of these Hydro Packs a day from Buff Chick. They're so delicious, and it honestly helps me drink more water. So if you're somebody that struggles to get your water in, having like a hydration packet or something that gives it a little bit more flavor definitely helps. So I start drinking water like immediately. And one of my biggest tips that I use with my clients is treat your water bottle like you treat your phone. So a lot of people will not go anywhere without their phone. It just travels with them. Your water bottle is the same. So everywhere that you go, even if I'm going, like for example, right now I just finished a big chunk of work for the day and I walked downstairs and I'm getting ready to make my meal, I bring it with me. It comes with me everywhere like it's a purse. And dang, I'm so thirsty. So good. Another non-negotiable is making sure of my winter arc that I am getting enough protein in. So a good rule of thumb to follow with like your protein intake is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, if you weigh 120 pounds, you wanna at least get in 120 grams of protein per day. I am doing the Buff Chick fudge brownie. So delicious. I need my little, I love this thing. I bought one of these for my dad and he loves it so much. But I wanted to talk to you guys about my nutrition. I haven't given you guys an update on like what's been going on. So as you guys know, I have moved from my reverse diet phase into my building phase. So I am up to like 2,000 calories now. And that is so insane because I remember how lean I was and how hungry I was when I was getting ready for my show. And I am just so proud that I have been able to maintain this physique and increase my calories significantly, and my workouts are just so amazing. So I'm up to like, I don't know, I don't have the exact number. I usually don't share my exact macros because everybody's body is different. And so we slowly, my calories were down here, and in my reverse diet phase, we slowly inched our way up to higher calories till we created more of like a maintenance phase, which is about where we're at right now. We still have a little bit more to go as far as increasing calories. So last week, my calories were increased, and now I have 3 days. We're still doing kind of like a carb cycling approach, where on my leg days, that's where my highest calories are. On my cardio and my soon to be MMA training days, they're gonna be like a little bit less, and then on my rest days are a little bit lower because my activity level isn't as high. And this is just what works really well for me. I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm doing, but making sure that I'm getting in my protein, especially during this building phase, where my purpose and my focus right now is to put on as much muscle mass as possible without putting on as too much weight as possible. So I kind of like to think of it almost like you're revving up a car. And this is what I do with my clients that are wanting to put on muscle mass. When we're like increasing calories, you want to kind of like rev it up and then pull back, like rev it up and then pull back, so not increasing calories too fast. And guys, it's been working. I'm crushing it. I also got a new workout program, and we're gonna do one of them today. All right, guys, we're on our way to the gym. We got our pre-workout, had my pre-workout meal. So like I was saying before, my training changed. Honestly, I had just been getting like a little bit bored of my routine, and I just wanted something to change up. But the majority of the workouts that I need to be doing, basically, they just need to stay the same. Like there's some staples that I just have to keep in. Like I have to keep in a squat movement, an RDL movement, hip thrusts, like kickbacks. Like, did I already say kickbacks? I don't know, but there's movements that I need to like keep in, but sometimes it's like just switching it up a little bit can help like reignite motivation. So today I have 3 leg days a week. I have one on Tuesdays, one on Thursdays, and one on Saturdays. So my workout for today is literally just squats, and it's like a squat and a deadlift day. That's it. And I messaged my coach and I was like, are you sure? And he goes, yes, because this is going to be a more like strength focused day. So my rep ranges are more between like 6 and 10. So I'm really excited, guys. I haven't done like a conventional barbell squat or like a deadlift in like a really long time. So I'm honestly pumped. I'm most likely going to start off, not very strong, and then I'm excited to share my progress with you guys on how it goes. Okay, my loves, so today is a short workout, and we're gonna start with the Romanian deadlifts for 5 sets of 6 to 10 reps. So I started with just warming up with the bar just to get a little idea of where my strength is for this, because I haven't done barbell RDLs in a long time. And then I started adding weight from there. So since this is my first day on this workout plan, like I knew I wanted to take it easy and work my way up to a heavier weight. So I just started with 45 pounds on each side and then went up from there. Each set, my goal is to hit between 6 and 10 reps and document my progress as I go. So in between each set, I took about a 2-minute rest, and then we moved over to squats. So for squats, I basically did the same thing. I did some feeder sets before finding my working set weight, and I did 5 sets hitting between the 6 and 10 rep range, and then documenting my progress as I go, so that next time I go to the gym, I can try and beat it and lift heavier weight. I definitely am a lot stronger in my squats, of course, versus RDLs, which isn't a surprise because I am more quad dominant, but I plan to change that. Okay, guys. Whew, that was a weird one. So, I mean, it's just, I've been training like a bodybuilder for 6 years? Like bodybuilding style training, maybe even longer at this point. So when you tell me to go in there and I only have 2 things to do, I'm like, what do I do with my life? So I added, like, I just touched a little bit of upper body. I didn't film it because I was like, whatever. But I was like, this is it? This is all I did. Like, it was just weird, you know? And I was in the section where all the power lifters are, and I felt like such a noob. I felt so out of place. So I was like watching what they were doing, and I was like, how do you guys do this? How do power lifters do this? And because it was a very, like, today is a very, I don't know, like, I guess you would say powerlifting style day where are my earrings? I haven't worn my hoops. Where my rep range is between like 6 and 10, you know, and it's really just focusing on strength, which is so new and different for me. Of course, I focus on strength in my like bodybuilding hypertrophy style training, but having two things to do was so weird for me. I was like, what do I do with my life? So I just did like 2 sets of a like upper body little set where I did some lateral raises, I did some front raises, some rear delt flies. I did like 10, 10, and 10. I just did 2 sets of that. I'll throw in like upper body occasionally just to like maintain it, but you guys know I'm not really training upper body anymore. So sometimes I just get the urge to like touch it a little bit, make sure, you know, it's still there, it's still looking good, and then that's it. But it was interesting. I'm starving though. Thursdays are typically my day where I'm at the gym a little bit later just because my workload is more at the beginning of the day. So I'm gonna go home and eat, and I'm hungry. Okay, dinner is served. So this is a Mega Fit Meals meal, and I just put it on a different plate, but these are so delicious. They're like chicken taquitos. They're so good. So I put a little bit of like fat-free sour cream and Louisiana hot sauce, and usually I make like a little bit of guac, like about a half of a mini size guac, and I'll also put that, but I ran out, so I'm sad. But guys, it's so delicious. So this is how you do it. There's no right way to do it, but I just put like a little bit of the fat-free sour cream, and I just pop these in the air fryer, and there's like, I think there's a little bit of cheese in it too, and then they're super high in protein because there's so much chicken in here, and I put a little Louisiana hot sauce. So good. What? Why are you crying? He's like, bye, I'm going to my room. Loki has a room upstairs that's just all for him, and he'll like cry and whine, and then he'll just run upstairs. he'll be like, there we go, I'm going to my room. It's honestly like so crazy how much of a routine like animals get in with like their owners. Every single night, like clockwork. Like when I'm eating dinner and everything, Loki does the same thing every night. He'll just kind of like, and then he'll like run upstairs, and he like plays upstairs with all his toys. Hi, Viz. And Vision always just stays down here with me, but every night like clockwork, he does the same thing. I know. But I love my boys so much. Oh, here comes Loki. You literally can't stand when anybody else has attention but you. Right? You're so handsome with your little sweaty. That little sweaty. Hey, buddy. Is it your witching hour? Every single night, he like acts like a little crazy person, and he'll run up and down the stairs, and he like jumps on the walls. Like clockwork. Vision literally doesn't want me to hold the camera. Like, he's jealous of the camera. Every time I pick up the camera, he like, he's like, stop. It's so funny. Oh man. Oh, I love my boys so much. Like during this whole, you know, breakup experience and everything, it's like having them both has been so incredible. And it's just crazy how much like Loki can heal. You know, he will be laying on my stomach, and then he'll crawl up. Here's Vision again. Vision's so mad that I'm not giving him attention. Oh, I know, buddy. We're getting ready to cuddle, I promise. But he'll crawl on my chest, and he will like put his face on my face, and he'll just purr. It's so precious. And then Vision is like in between my legs. They're just so precious. I can't handle it. But I wanted to tell you guys about like how my back has been feeling. I don't think I've mentioned it to y'all, but I have been having so much pain. So it first started like underneath my boob, and it was like my chest, and then it moved to this is being ridiculous. He's like, pay attention to me. And it moved to my back, like behind my back. So it basically, it's like my rib that has been hurting. And you guys know I've been lifting really heavy and been trying to really push it in the gym. And I was like, okay, maybe this is just, you know, maybe it'll go away. But it's been like 2 weeks and it hasn't gone away. And it's so painful. Like sometimes if I breathe, it hurts. When I sneeze, oh my God. Luckily, I haven't sneezed yet. I have held it in. But you know when you're getting ready to sneeze and you're like, I like go into a panic because it hurts so bad. Luckily, I haven't actually sneezed yet. And I'm like, what would happen if I actually sneeze? So don't worry. I went to the chiropractor. I've gotten a massage. I explained everything that was happening, and he's like, yeah, I think one of your ribs is out. It's just like out of place. So he adjusted me 2 days ago. So it's gonna take a little bit. So hopefully it starts getting better. Usually it takes a little bit for it to work. Loki, don't do that. So I'm gonna keep you guys posted, but yeah, even when I was like lifting at the gym, it's definitely holding me back a little bit from training at my fullest potential right now. And that's frustrating, but it's okay. But I'll keep you guys posted. I'm crossing my fingers that I can do my first training session in the next video because I moved my whole training split around so that I can fit that in. So I'm really nervous and really excited, but I appreciate you guys being here and I love you so much. Let's make this winter arc last until it becomes like the spring or summer. And then we'll just transition into the spring arc and the summer arc. I love you guys so much, and you are more powerful than you think. Bye! You want to say goodbye? Say goodbye! He's so mad!